with USEC Philemon Ray Javier of DepEd Legal and Legislative Affairs. Welcome to Morning Matters.
Thank you, Gretchen. Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day. Okay, USEC, this is quite somber news to discuss on this special day, but discuss it we must. Being called as the bullying capital of the world is a heavy label to have. Do you think this depicts the real situation on ground and in our schools?
Yeah, that's correct, Gretchen. This is a sad label for us to have, but we have to accept the reality that there are really bullyings in our school because acceptance would be an important factor for us to start discovering the solutions to this problem. So we are aware that there are bullyings, and the Department of Education, through the leadership of our Secretary Sani Angara, are ramping up the efforts and measures to prevent and to reduce the bullying incidents in our schools.
Okay, of course, we're seeing numbers here from the survey. 65% of Filipino grade 10 students has experienced bullying, the highest among surveyed countries. Pero from your point of view, what do you see? Gaano kalala yung sitwasyon ng bullying?
Yes, so we are monitoring two numbers, Gretchen. The first number would be the reported incidents of bullying in our schools. In 2019 to 2020, the bullying incident is about 80,000 incidents. It dropped during the pandemic, probably because the schools are not on a face-to-face mode. But when the students returned to schools in 2022 to 2023, the numbers would be 70,000 incidents. So we are looking at the numbers, Gretchen. It's a bit lower than the previous one, but we are still ramping up our efforts to prevent bullying incidents.
Okay, and this comes amid hybrid setup of education. Marami na rin pong study from home setup, ano? Pero parang yung binaba po niya ay 10,000 lamang. It makes me also wonder what the definition of bullying is. Pag sinabi po nating bullying, paano po natin tinatanong ito? Yung tanong na, do we ask directly, do you feel bullied? Or is it specific instances that relate to bullying? I mean, do the children recognize that when they say they are being bullied, they are actually part of this list that we're having?
Yes, they recognize now, from the minor mocking up to the more serious ones of physical infliction of harm. Our learners recognize that they are being bullied and they are reporting these incidents. So you will realize, Gretchen, the numbers that I provided are reported incidents. We don't survey the learners on a regular basis insofar as one is concerned. But the numbers that I've mentioned are reported incidents through our channels of reporting with respect to bullying.
Okay, so yan yung mga official na parang idinulog na sa mga kinauukulan. Pero correct, meron din kasing survey na inilabas yung PISA. Parang nag-cite sila ng name calling. Meron silang nilagay na yung gossip. Meron din yung parang kinuha yung gamit nila. Pero yung bullying mismo, parang hindi ata na itanong. So at this point, can you help us define what is the borderline when you say already that you are being bullied? Because on the other hand, pwede rin nga naman na nagkakaasaran lang kayo, nagkakainisan o nagkakakulitan.
Oh, the bullying itself is a technical term. No? Under the law, it refers to severe or repeated use of one or more students of written or verbal electronic expression, the physical gesture, that may have an effect on the emotional or the physical state of the student. No? Admittedly, Gretchen, yung term ng bullying, kung nabully ba siya or hindi, is from the perspective of the recipient, of the victim. Siya yung makapagsabi kung nagkakaasaran lang sila, o siya yung makapagsabi na parang nabubully na ako. So that's what sila yung nagre-report kung may bullying incident na nangyari sa kanya o doon sa school.
Okay, you have designated teachers, teachers as temporary guidance designates. What does that mean? And what is their role?
Yung ating current na polisiya sa ating anti-bullying efforts ay hindi lang parusahan yung mga nambubuli, mga Gretchen. Isang direktiba sa amin ay ensure na meron ding mga positive na aksyon para mabawasan yung bullying incident sa school. At yung mga guidance designate na mga teachers ay makakatulong sa efforts na ito dahil sila yung mag-guide sa mga learners natin sa mga eskwelahan. Aside from the fact na meron tayong mga child protection committee sa bawat eskwelahan dito sa Pilipinas.
Okay, but what do you think is causing this high incidence of bullying in schools? I mean, is it cultural? Is it, the lack of presence of authority? Is it shortage of teachers? Hindi napapansin? I mean, kung kumpara natin yung Pilipinas sa ibang bansa, bakit mataas dito sa Pilipinas? Na-identify nyo na po ba yung root causes nun?
Alam mo yung, yung bullying incident is a complex human interaction. Ang hirap niyang ng root cause nito. Ang maaaring cultural, maaaring nagsisimula sa bahay, maaari din naman sa interaction sa mga estudyante sa mga first. The fact is, meron bullying at ito ay inaaral na po ng Department of Education sa tulong ng mga eksperto. Pati na po yung mga efforts na aming ginagawa para mabawasan yung bullying incidents.
And how is the DepEd boosting security in schools as you conduct these studies on how to adapt to the modern times? Of course, cyberbullying is also a part of that. At sinabi nga ng EDCOM 2 na outdated na yung definition ng bullying dun sa Anti-Bullying Act of 2013 kasi nga wala pang cyberbullying noon. So how is the DepEd boosting security for children?
Okay. Number one, Gretchen, yung DepEd sa pag-uutos ni Secretary Sani Angara, ina-update na lahat ng polisiya na may kinalaman sa bullying. Itong June, meron ng updated na policy on child protection, meron ng updated anti-bullying policy, at meron na ding updated na Safe Spaces Act policy. Itong tatlong polisiya nito ay nakatutok sa anti-bullying campaign ng department. Pangalawa, si Secretary Angara ay nagpatawag ng isang malaking EXICOM meeting kasama yung mga ibang agencies sa ating gobyerno, understanding that the efforts to reduce bullying incidents in the school is not just for Department of Education, but it is a community effort. So nagpatawag po ng meeting, nag-imbita po si Secretary Sani Angara sa DOH, DILG, DSWD, Commission on Human Rights, UNICEF at Law Enforcement Agency para po mabawasan yung incident of bullying at para din po mataas ang seguridad ng ating mga learners sa mga eskwela.
Meron po ba kayong parang target dito sa mga numero na mapababa siya to a certain level?
Yung reported incident, syempre gusto ko natin bumaba. But you would understand, Gretchen, the number on reported incidents may not be accurate in terms of depicting whether anti-bullying efforts are successful because there are that number of factors. One of the factors would be it's entirely possible that now it's easier for learners to report incidents of bullying, which is good, right? But the numbers will be increased and it would appear that there are increase in bullying incidents. But in reality, dumali lang naman kasi yung pagre-report ng bullying incidents sa school. Kasi tulad ngayon, nag-launch ang Department of Education ng Learners Telesafe hotline kung saan madali na para sa mga learners ang mag-report ng bullying incidents. No? So kung in terms of numbers sa reporting ng bullying, syempre gusto namin ipababa ito pero wala siyang target. But ang ginagawa namin, Gretchen, ang mayroon kaming binomonitor ay yung pag-roll out ng Child Protection Committee sa bawat eskwelahan. No? So meron tayong 45,000 na eskwelahan sa bansa at tinitingnan namin kung bawat isang eskwelahan ay meron ng functional na Child Protection Committee. 100% ang aming target dyan. Currently, meron na tayong mga 62% na may fully at partially functional Child Protection Committee. Mga 28% ay nagsisimula ng mag-organisa. Yung 12% na lang yung amin titingnan para dapat ay magsimula na sila sa pag-organisa. No? Ang direktiba sa amin, dapat bago matapos ang taon, meron ng 100%. No? Lahat ng eskwelahan may Child Protection Committee para tutukan ang bullying incident sa kanilang mga lugar.
Of course, assigning the teachers also to be guidance designates it is good upskilling for them to know what to do in those situations para masolusyonan po in the immediate term. But it seems the bigger problem is the lack of guidance counselors, with only about 2,000 serving about 28 million students. That was from the EDCOM2 report, of course. At sana patuloy po natin aralin po ito para masolusyonan because it is no joke to be called the bullying capital of the world. Maraming salamat po, Yusek Philemon Ray Javier. We have him from the Department of Education joining us today.
Thank you, Gretchen.